The title's not clickbait. That really happened. So I've just spilled water on everything. I used to have an anger problem when I was younger. I've managed to shift my attitude, and now I'm like, yo, this will be the cleanest my table has been this week. Life is so hard that it's really not worth getting angry about things like this or letting it stress you out. Let other people stress you out. No, don't. Insurance companies and bills are going to stress you out. Water is not something that should stress us out unless, like, we're drowning in a pool of water and there's like a volcano that's erupted. There's no velociraptors here. I'm not drowning, just cleaning my already clean table so that when I record for YouTube, it's gonna be clean and dry. I knew a person who actually cursed me out because I was unable to see well enough to clean this up. Not this, but like spilled water. I guess that brings into focus having friends that are not insane. I was going to the grocery store the other day. I live in LA. There's a lot of guys on the street that may pursue a woman into random places. And in this case, this guy was pursuing me down the street and yelling things at me. I thought when I would go into the supermarket that he would just kind of give up. I was wrong. I'm in the supermarket and this guy is just following me and making like howling sounds, and like I think he might have been on drugs or something. I don't know. And I do this thing that you do where you're like, all right, I'm just gonna keep my eyes to my task. Don't make direct eye contact. I have a lot of experience in New York City and also, not being able to see people. So whatever. And it doesn't work. The dude is still following me. And I'm like, okay. And I had just had the worst day of my life up to this point. Like the kind of day that you will remember when you are in your 80s. And I had nothing left, but I just needed some Waterloo seltzer because I really like the berry one. So I'm in the supermarket and the guy comes around the aisle and he starts yelling again, random stuff at me. And without thinking, I stop, I make direct eye contact, and I let out the most rip-rollicking fart that I have ever let out in probably 5 years while making direct eye contact. He stops and you can see the wheels clicking a little bit, and he turns and he walks out the front door and down the street and leaves me alone. So while I did not intend to do that, I can't believe I'm just telling people this, but okay, cool. While I did not intend to fart a man out of the supermarket while he was pursuing me and yelling innuendos at me, I learned something that day. I learned that when you show up and you are not your best, sometimes that is the best. From that point on, I decided I'm going to stop making excuses for not going out, for not meeting new friends, for not getting involved in the community. If I don't feel well, if I feel like, oh, maybe the people at this meetup are going to be like all stuck up and they're not going to want to be around somebody, like maybe there's going to be like creepy dudes at this bar, so I don't want to go and I'm not going to eat there, so I'll just get takeout and eat at home. I was making all of these excuses in my head not to go out for reasons that weren't even valid because there was not the perfect moment. But I'm going to tell you, like, there is no freaking perfect moment. There is no perfect moment to go out. There is no perfect moment. You're never going to wake up and feel perfect. In 2008, when I went to Halloween Horror Nights for the first time in Orlando and Disney World for the first time, I don't even think I felt perfect on that day. Actually, I know I didn't. That was one of the best days of my life because I had saved up my whole life to do that and I was never able to afford to do it. I will remember that trip forever. I still go every fall. I go down there. And it's the highlight of my year. But I do remember on that trip, I actually got laryngitis. So I was laughing and screaming so much because that's what you do in haunted houses for Halloween, that I lost my voice. And so most of that trip I was croaking and I couldn't even communicate with the people I was with. I just was sick, even though I wasn't contagious. but it still was the most perfect week of my life. So this is your reminder and my reminder that you don't have to be perfect. You have to just go ahead and do it. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's awkward, even if it's ugly, even if you accidentally fart an insane man out of a supermarket so he stops sexually harassing you. Sometimes a fail is such a fail that it becomes a win. Stop worrying about perfection and go out and frickin' do it. Do your dream. Do what you're gonna do.
Just do it!
Do your project. Post your videos. Do what makes you happy now, because the world is not going to ever be perfect. The moment is never going to be perfect. And if you don't do it now, you're going to be 40 and 50 and 60 and 70 and 80. And you're going to say, I wish that I did that. I wish that I had actually taken advantage of that. And what does that lead to? That leads to bitterness. That's where you see these people all up in here and they're bitter toward younger people, this type of person, because they didn't try. Anybody who tells you not to do it, they're mad because they didn't do it. That's about them. That's not about you. Screw the haters. Screw the perfect moments. We're going to do things in 2026 and we're going to do them even if they're embarrassing, because you have to be embarrassing in order to get to actually not embarrassing. I mean, life is embarrassing. I can't think of anything more embarrassing than normal life. I'm going to not make direct eye contact and fart somebody out of a supermarket again. I hope, though. Although that was handy. I mean, if you think about it, it's better than having to fight the guy. Maybe skunks have something going. No one messes with a skunk.